Hey guys and dolls, it's Alessa. Today we're getting a little real about what it's like to actually vlog in New York City. Because listen, when I first started filming around the city, I had this dreamy idea of coffee runs, skyline shots, subway b-roll, and maybe a few compliments on my camera setup. But the reality? It's chaotic, hilarious, and sometimes humbling. So if you ever thought about starting your own vlog in New York City, or if you're already filming and wondering why it feels like an Olympic sport, this one's for you. Here are 10 things I wish I knew before vlogging in New York City. Let's start the video. You are going to feel awkward, and that's okay. The first time I pulled out my phone in public to film, I swear everyone was staring at me, or at least it felt like they were. The truth is, people in New York City have seen it all. They might glance at you for a second, but then they move on. You're not the weirdest thing they're going to see in that day. I promise it. My biggest tip for you? Start small. Film your clips on your phone first. Then when you're comfortable, you can bring out a camera if you have one. Eventually, you'll realize no one else cares. And the few who do might just be curious or even supportive. I personally use my iPhone. I film in 3 to 10 second increments when I need B-roll. And if I'm speaking outside, I make sure I find a random street corner where there's not many people, say what I need to say, and then go. The lighting will be your best friend or your worst enemy. New York City has this magical golden hour light that makes your footage look very cinematic until you turn a corner and suddenly you're in full shadow next to a skyscraper. It's a lesson learned, trust me. Always keep an eye on your lighting. Morning light works wonders in most neighborhoods, and cloudy days are your best friend for even tones. If you can, scout your filming spots first, especially if you're vlogging in heavily populated areas like Soho, Dumbo, parts of Uptown, Midtown for sure, where the lighting shifts very fast because you just never know. The city is loud, like really, really, really loud. You'll plan the perfect talking segment, and then an ambulance, construction truck, or a street performer all show up at the same time for some reason. Pro tip, get a good mic if you really need it with wind protection, or record your main voiceovers at home. And honestly, sometimes the chaos adds to the vibe. Let the sound of the city be part of your story. It makes your vlogs feel more alive and feel more authentic to you. I personally do a mix of everything. Sometimes I'll have my talking points at home. Sometimes my talking points will be outside, but I'll ensure that I stop speaking whenever I hear noise, and then I will continue speaking once it's quiet enough again. So to each their own there, but definitely don't feel like it's too much of a struggle, because it's not. For fear of sounding like one of those YouTube channels that's about your YouTube channel, you don't need fancy gear to start. I wish someone had told me that earlier. In a lot of my earlier vlogs, I would get so nervous that nothing looked good because I didn't have the $2,000 camera and I wasn't good at editing anything. But what matters more is consistency and authenticity. Some of my favorite New York City vloggers film on their phones, and their content still pulls thousands of views because it feels real. So start where you are, upgrade later if you want to. Your creativity is going to matter more here than your gear. Like I said before, I use my iPhone. It's very rare when I ever use a tripod. If I'm using a tripod, I am using it at home when I need a very specific shot. But most times it's just my arm and vibes. Not every day will feel aesthetic. There are days when it's gray and raining and your latte spills before you even get your shot. But those days can make for the best content if you lean into it. People connect with honesty more so than perfection. So show the real city. Show the messy subway moments. Show crowded sidewalks. Show random detours. That's what's going to make your vlog truly yours. I am always down for a mishap making it into one of my vlogs because it just makes it feel so much more real to most people. But also, I don't live in a bougie neighborhood. There is nothing luxury about this channel. I truly just an uptown girl who loves the city because she was born and raised in it, and it shows through each vlog. So all you need to do is just show who you are through each vlog. Filming in public takes energy. You'll be surprised how tired you feel after a full day of filming. It's not just walking, it's the performing. Staying aware of your surroundings and carrying gear if you have any while dodging tourists. Try not to film in Times Square. Oy. Plan your shoot days like mini adventures. Pick 2 to 3 spots max. Schedule your breaks and treat yourself to coffee or a snack in between your scenes. Trust me, a midday croissant or a midday cup of coffee can save your whole mood and can save your entire vlog. Editing takes longer than you think, but that's also okay. You'll film an hour of footage maybe, and somehow it turns to only 10 minutes when you're editing. But sometimes that editing of that 10 minutes can take 5 hours, and that's normal. But if you're trying to build consistency as a New York City vlogger, you might want to think about a workflow. I use my notes app and my journal app on my MacBook Pro. So I have a checklist of rough cuts, B-roll, voiceovers if needed, music I may want, and when I want to upload it, along with where I may want to film. It's all noted, nice and neat. Done is better than perfect. Every video is just practice. If you go back to a vlog of mine from January, it looks completely different than the vlogs that I'm making now. And it has taken weeks and months to sort of figure out what is me and what my vibe is. The only way you're going to do that is if you edit like mad. Always edit, but always be learning too. Finding quiet or empty spots in New York City is an art form. If you like peaceful footage, get up early, go film early, like really early. Before 9 a.m., Central Park feels like calm. Before 8 a.m., Soho is still waking up. There won't be anyone around. A sunrise in Williamsburg is perfection. Trust me, I used to do it for a few years back in the day. Explore lesser-known neighborhoods too. I personally live in Harlem. It's not lesser known per se, but it definitely doesn't get filmed as much on New York Vlogger YouTube. So I feel like I'm one of the few. Try Fort Tryon Park, try Roosevelt Island. They all have beautiful corners and aren't oversaturated online, which is key because you always want to give your audience new places to look at in New York City, especially if they're not from New York. They're going to want to see something different once in a while and not always see the touristy stuff. Your vlogs will stand out more when you show sides of New York City that people don't usually see. Collaboration and community are everything. The New York creator scene can feel intimidating, but it's full of incredible people. Reach out to other vloggers, photographers, and small creators. You never know who you meet. And having a few creator friends makes the journey way more fun. You can even start swapping tips about filming spots or gear you use or things you may want to talk about in a future vlog. Don't forget your local businesses. Cafes, vintage shops, bookstores, depending on the business, they will love to be featured. It's a win-win for everybody, and then you can build relationships like that. I personally know a few people that vlog in New York City, and I've exchanged a lot of information with a few people about how to make my vlogs a little better and a little more watchable. And this goes for any city. It doesn't have to be New York. Find your people. Your story is worth telling. The biggest thing I've learned, no one sees the city the same way that you do. So maybe you're showing off Harlem mornings or Brooklyn nights or quiet corner cafes or your favorite cup of coffee. That's your New York City. And that's what makes your vlogs valuable. Please don't follow other New York City vloggers just for the city. People don't follow New York City vloggers just for the city. They follow for you, your voice, your rhythm, your version of what it means to feel alive here. So it is imperative that you make your stories your own. I'm very guilty of, in the beginning, of trying to be like others that were in the space, and I quickly realized that that wasn't my version of New York. You'll learn it along the way. So, those are 10 things I wish I knew before vlogging in New York City. If you're just getting started, welcome. It's a wild, unpredictable ride, but it's so worth it. Keep filming, keep experimenting, and don't forget to actually live in the moments that you are capturing. If this helped you or gave you a little push to finally start vlogging in your city, drop a comment or tag me. I'd love to see what you guys create out there. Thank you for always being here, guys and dolls. I love you always. Talk soon.